You guys have been a band and together as a band for quite some time now. What do you contribute or what do you attribute your longevity to?
What do you think? Well, I think that we just always have a lot of energy. We enjoy what we do. I feel like the guys in the band are pretty competent musicians, and we're always playing. I think we're playing.
Yeah, that's the key.
You know, 6 nights a week for years.
Yeah, you play all over, so kind of you get a fan base that's built and kind of keeps you around for a while. And you know, also too, positive music, good vibe at shows. So
Right.
you know, some people can come and have a good time.
Has there ever been a time when you thought the band wasn't going to make it? Or you were on shaky ground or anything?
I never really did.
No.
I mean, I always think we're going to do well. You know, I mean, you think that you can think that every day. You know, but I mean, I always thought I don't have really much doubt. Or you couldn't do it. You couldn't go out and travel and play all over the place. You didn't think you're going to do well. Kind of beat yourself up. So.
I mean, we've been in this band. We've been in this band since we were 19 years old.
Right.
You know, for the last however many years. And you know, a lot of times people in the industry will try to discount the fact, you know, they've already been around for a long time, this and that. But I feel like a grassroots fan base is much more important. You know, you can do.
Is it frustrating for you to have, you know, to deal with industry people who kind of brush you aside because you've been around for so long?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
For whatever reason. Because you know, the funny thing is those people, they come and go more often than the bands that we've been around.
Yeah.
And you see guys, A&R people come through in and out, and their job's there for a year and they're gone, and you're still playing, so they have their opinion at that point. And then the next week they're, you know, not doing it. So that change is kind of a, you know, monotonous thing.
Right.
That everlasting cycle.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. They get changed more than we do. I mean, the president, we were at Virgin Records. They went through a couple presidents while we were there, you know what I mean, within a 6-month period. So
yeah, so that's kind of
they really don't, you know.
How do you think Common Sense has evolved over the years? What's the biggest change that you guys have gone through as a band? Well,
we started off in at UC Santa Barbara, you know, 18, 19 years old, playing ska covers, and we were called the Ska Pigs. And then it kind of evolved. We started playing a little more rootsy reggae music because we were drawn to that sort of music from childhood, living in Laguna Beach. It's a big area where reggae was popular amongst hippies and people like that. The Brotherhood, you know, they had the Brotherhood out in Laguna Canyon out there and stuff. And you know, it was a good. It's always got us. And then as we grew, we got shaped a little bit by the influences of the record labels. You know, being young and influenced by them, we try to mold ourselves into a pop thing. Now we've just come back to just be ourselves, play music, enjoy it. If a record label is lucky enough to see our potential and get us, then great. If not, we're going to do it ourselves.
So you were swayed by what the labels wanted for you to play?
I don't know about that much. I mean, that was like a small period. We did a lot. We did our stuff for, you do your thing, and then when you get in the studio with the producer and the label and stuff, you know, they try to push the song to get this kind of feel, you know, and it comes out maybe a little different than exactly what you want.
Sure.
But we never went into a rehearsal and said, let's forget it, we're going to play this music because someone likes it. That's never happened. We always just, you know, we all still write tunes that we want to do.
And that's why we're not on the labels anymore.
Well,
You're
a band who's been on a major label like Virgin, and you've been on small labels like Surf Dog.
Yeah.
What advantages does one have over the other?
Little labels, I think, probably want to sell you to a big label. They're not breaking bands that often.
Right.
It's hard. They don't have the means so much. The major label has the means. They can do what they want.
Sure.
You know what I mean? They have the money, the backing. They can do what they want. They can put you all over the place and really push a band. And the little label, it's kind of hard for them to do that. So they're kind of at a disadvantage.
What are you aspiring to now? I mean, would you want to be back with a major, or would you rather be with an indie?
Well, personally, I would like to be with a major, but I would like to get a large advance. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Because if you don't get the large advance and the guarantee of money, I like to be able to go out and put a down payment on a house or something like that with an advance.
Sure.
I'm going to feel confident about what they're going to do for me, as opposed to trying to work. I tried to work it the other way and say, no, we don't want any advance. We want you to put all the money into you know, promoting our band.
Right.
And it backfired because then they had nothing invested besides the promotion money, you know.
Right.
So.
In terms of the way you guys write your music and write your songs, does creative conflict ever play a part? Do you guys ever butt heads?
Oh, yeah.
Does that help, or is that a detriment?
I don't know. I mean, it's a detriment in the sense that, you know, someone really wants to do this and someone else wants to do that, and you kind of both don't get it. But then it's positive, in, you know, when you guys figure it out. So when we work it out together, it's positive because the tunes come out good.
Right.
You know, but if you can't, neither one can compromise and get there, then nothing happens.
Right.
You know, you get stuck. So it's both.
It's both.
Yeah.
How involved are you guys with the internet now? Do you think that the internet is a viable way to get your new music out there to people?
Yeah,
Involved,
it's great.
yeah.
It's fun. It's a great way to advertise when you have nothing but yourself to advertise with, you know.
Yeah.
And not that that's how we are. And you know, we have a website, commonsenseband.com.
Yeah, everyone's at their sites now. Yeah,
Right.
You know, so
So you guys are you familiar with this?
all one word.
Nice. That was like smooth.
Smooth,
You guys
just
don't even, yeah.
slid it right in there. Well, speaking of the internet and you know, and getting your music out there, are you familiar with the whole Napster controversy?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. And you think it's okay for people to be able to own your music without paying for it?
I think it would be okay if I was allowed to kill the guy, you know, really slowly who invented it.
Well, so I'll take that as a, you're not for it.
Personally, no, because you
Yeah.
know, like I don't know. Is there a website that can build me a house for free? You know, is there a website that's going to give me a car for free? And this is our life work, you know.
Yeah.
So if that little guy wants to do that kind of stuff, that's great. But he should have a little more respect for the musicians.
Right.
I'm not that educated about it, but there's two sides to it too, because there's like the Grateful Dead's philosophy, whereas they let everybody record everything all the time.
Right.
Yeah, that's
So
a bonus.
it's hard to say. I mean, it's
There's a fine line there, it seems like.
I think that it's okay if they get permission. Because you know what, gladly with
Artists
permission
should
I
put it
would
up
do
there.
it.
If they want to have stuff, artists should be able to put songs out for free. Like they can't, there's websites that do it. You can put
Sure.
songs on it, people can get it for free. That way you know it's for free, the people know it's for free. Perfect. When people are taking your music and giving it away all over the place, it kind of undermines the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, then because you're in the studio making records, they put records out, you go play shows, people go buy your album. If they stop doing that, that kind of undermines the whole thing for bands.
Right. And
You know
how
what I mean?
how are you guys supposed to survive?
Yeah, you know,
Exactly.
so.
But like I said, it's really hard. It's really hard to know what's better for you.
Right.
It really is. I mean, you know, I'm not. I was just being kind of harsh when I said I should kill him. But
I like this kill them slowly part.
kill him slowly. Yeah, I would be quick.
Have you guys played conferences like this before? You must have. In
No,
years.
never.
You've never played a conference.
Never.
Music
First conference ever. We never.
Well, what else? Yeah, we did something.
No, we haven't.
We didn't mix up with Southwest, did we?
No, we haven't done any of those.
Maybe we've missed them all.
Is it?
You should have
We've
been
been
here
busy. We've
yesterday.
been busy, you know.
Should have been here yesterday, I think, is with our conference. Yeah, we're always playing. We're always traveling
Right.
and working, so, you know, if you can get in your schedule, you make them.
Have you performed yet on this conference?
No, we're playing tonight.
Playing tonight. Do you think it's going to be odd playing in front of an audience that's mostly industry people as opposed to Common Sense fans?
It's not going to
No, I like it. I like it.
You like that?
Well,
Yeah, I
Why?
like it.
Want me to tell them why you like it?
Why?
Because so then you can piss every one of them off by saying shit.
You can do it all at once instead of like one at a
It
time.
won't be one at a time because you play shows. You can just. Then
Usually I'm just pissing one. Yeah, that's the reason.
I just nail on the head that one for you.
Do you have any regrets? Anything you do differently so far as a band?
Yeah.
You know, if I did, I would change it.
I
You
would
know
have
what
done
I
this
mean?
10 years ago.
Yeah, actually, I
I would
would.
have
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Well, this
Right.
has only been around for about a year. Now,
See?
how long has this been?
I
How long?
regret-
Edam's been around.
I regret that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but we do want to give props to House of Blues because they actually have taken pretty good care of us in LA, and they've
We've played
hooked
at
us
every
up
one.
with other
except,
House of
this
Blues.
one.
Yeah,
We
they hooked
played
us
all
up,
over the
you know,
country.
Chicago, opening for Ziggy Marley and things like that in
Myrtle Beach when we
Myrtle
did.
Beach one,
Boston, all
Boston. Chicago is a beautiful House of Blues.
Boston's huge.
And you know, and I would like to also encourage House of Blues to help the regional bands that make them money. Like in LA, we've made them really, you know,
we do well.
we've done well. We've made them a lot of money, and I would just encourage them and the people who work for them, you know, to take a look at the books and see what these local bands have done, and maybe help them with their national act.
Yeah.
You know, by
Stuff like this too.
hooking them up with stuff like this, like you're doing. Thank you very much, and
Yeah.
hooking them up with opening acts around tours. You know, because now that more and more House of Blues are opening.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think-
that's very nice of you to say.
Yeah,
We appreciate that very much.
I know.
So you have a guitar sitting there, and hopefully not for nothing.
Yeah, no.
Do a song for us?
We have a little thing we do. We like to bash them over.
We bash the things over
bash
and,
into things, and then.
No, like we have a song called Summer, and since the summer's beginning, I think that's the reason we're gonna play it. and,
Perfect.
It's a good acoustic guitar. So, soft and slow. Now that has to be the way. Don't get uptight. And you, are the reason for my searching at this time. Now can't you see the purple streaks across the sky? And am I ever gonna see behind your smile in the summer of my life? Escaping, I am floating, flying, I am out of body. Then springtime takes me by the hand and leads my mind with all the red and yellow streaks across the sky. And am I ever gonna see behind your smile in the summer of my life? And I am loving every bite. And I have summer in my eyes. Soft and slow, now that has to be the way, don't get uptight, no, no. And you are the reason for my searching at this time. Now can you see the purple streaks across the sky? And am I ever gonna see behind, ever gonna see behind, ever gonna see behind your smile in the summer of my life? And I am loving every bite. And I have summer in my eyes. Then the summer, in the summer, in the summer, summer of my life. It's the summer, it's the summer of my life. Soft and slow, now that has to be the way, don't get uptight.
Woo!
Right on. Thanks.
Very good.